Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about about Euler's method. In this method, they are given the problem y dash is equal to f of x comma y, as well as x naught initial values x naught y naught and the interval length h. So for the given data, we are going to develop the Euler's algorithm is in the form y1 is equal to y naught plus h into f of x naught comma y naught. For finding y1, we are using the given x naught y naught initial values. While you are finding the y2 value, we are using the previous step y1 plus h into x1 comma y1, as well as it will go like in the general form yn is equal to yn minus 1 plus h into f of xn minus 1 comma yn minus 1, and we are having a separate formula for finding this x1 x2 values and all. Okay, now we move on to the problem under this category. The problem is using Euler's method with h is equal to 0.1. To solve the equation dy by dx is equal to y by 1 plus x, as well as they are given the initial condition is y of 0 equal to 2 in the range 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. Here they are given the interval length h is equal to 0.1 and y dash is equal to this function. Y of 0 equal to 2 means what? Y of x naught is equal to y naught is the general form. So we must take x naught is equal to this 0 and y naught is equal to 2 and h is equal to 0.1. F of x comma y, function of x comma y is y by 1 plus x. This is y dash. We may also take this as y dash, as well as f of x comma y and dy by dx. All those things are same. Now, for finding y1, we are having the formula x naught plus h. Otherwise, h is equal to x1 minus x naught. No, from that I am developing this formula. X1 is equal to x naught plus h. X naught we know very well from the initial condition itself. We took that is 0 plus h is equal to, they are given 0.1. Altogether, it will give x1 value 0.1. For finding y1 is what? Y of x1. So x1 is 0.1. Yeah, let us move on to the y1 value. Yeah, now we are going to find out y1 by using Euler's algorithm. The formula is y1 is equal to y naught plus h into f of x naught comma y naught. Now we are substituting all those values here. Y naught is 2. From the previous slide we got this y naught, and h is equal to 0.1. F of x naught comma y naught. X naught is what? 0 and y naught is equal to 2. We are going to replace this 0 comma 2 in the given f of x comma y. Given f of x comma y is what? Y by 1 plus x. So from that place we need to substitute this 0 comma 2 in place of x and y. I got this particular thing. So after simplifying this whole term, it will give the value of y1 is equal to 2.2. So y1 is what? Y of 0.1. That means y of x1. Y of x1 is equal to y1. For finding y2, we need to take this as x1 and this as y1. So let us move on to the next. Similarly, x2 is equal to x1 plus h, right? So x1 is what? 0.1. So h is 0.1. So now I will get x2 is equal to 0.2. So let us move on to the y2. y2 is equal to y of x2. So x2 is equal to what? 0.2. So now we develop the y2 formula by using Euler's algorithm. y2 is equal to y1 plus h into f of x1 comma y1. Now replace all the values. Y1 is what? In the previous slide we found this value, no, 2.2 plus h is equal to 0.1. F of x1 is 0.1 and y1 is 2.2. From the given problem, we are having f of x comma y is equal to y by 1 plus x. From that I'm going to replace in place of x 0.1 and y place 2.2. I will get this structure. So after simplification of this particular step, I will get y2 is equal to 2.4, which means y of x2 is equal to y2. So this is y2 value. So let us move on to the y3. So x3 is equal to x2 plus h is the formula. Replace x2 value and h value. I will get x3 is equal to 0.3. Now y3 is equal to what? Y of x3, which means what? x3 is equal to 0.3. So y3 is equal to, by Euler's algorithm, y3 formula is y2 plus h into f of x2 comma y2. Because the general form is y1 is equal to y of n minus 1 plus h into f of xn minus 1 comma yn minus 1. So therefore I'm replacing n is equal to 3 in the general form. I will get this form. Okay, I'm replacing x2 y2 value in this formula. I will get this equation. So how will you find out this f of 0.2 comma 2.1 from the given equation? Given problem, they are given one f of x comma y. No, from that I need to replace x is equal to 0.2 and y is equal to 2.4. I will get this structure. So after simplifying this particular thing, I will get y3 is equal to 2.6. So therefore y of 0.3 is equal to 2.6. So let us have the next value. X4 is equal to x3 plus h. So x3 is equal to 0.3 and h is equal to 0.1. So altogether it will give x4 is equal to 0.4. Now y4 is equal to what? Y of x4. Substitute x4 here. I will get y of 0.4. Now y4 is equal to y3 plus h into f of x3 comma y3 by Euler's algorithm. Now I am replacing y3 value and x3 value. From this particular f of 0.3 comma 2.6, I'm going to replace x and y 0.3 2.6 in the given problem. I will get this value 2.4 comma 1 plus 0.3. So after simplifying this particular one, I will get y4 is equal to 2.8. So y of 0.4, this is not 0.3, actually 0.4 is equal to 2.8. Now y5. Y5 formula is y4 plus h into f of x4 comma y4. Now I am replacing y4 and x4 values. I am finding this f of function value from the given problem, uh, f of x comma y. So I'm replacing y is equal to 2.8 and x is equal to 0.4. I'll get this value and simplify this particular one, 2.8 plus 0.1 into 2.8 by 1 plus 0.4. I will get y5 is equal to 3. So y5 means what? Y of 0.5. Let us move on to y6. Y6 formula is by Euler's algorithm. Y5 plus h into f of x5 comma y5. Now I'm replacing all those things. I will get this structure. For finding this, I'm using the given problem f of x comma y. In place of x and y, I need to replace this particular value. After simplifying all those things, I will get y6 is equal to 3.2. So y6 means what? Y of 0.6. Now we move on to y7. Y7 is equal to y6 plus h into f of x6 comma y6. I substitute all those things here. I will get this form, and for finding this f value, I'm using given f of x comma y. After simplification gives y7 value, that is y of 0.7 value is 3.4. Let us move on to the next one, y8. Y8 is y7 plus h into f of x7 comma y7. Here x7 is 0.7 and y7 is 3.4. From this I will get from the given f of x comma y. Therefore finally I will get y of 0.8 values 3.6. Now we move on to y9. Y9 formula is by Euler's algorithm, y8 plus h into f of x8 comma y8. Substitute all the values from the previous slide itself I got x8 and y8 value, no? So x8 is 0.8 and y8 is 3.6. After finding this f of 0.8 comma 3.6, I will get this value 3.6 by 1 plus 0.8. This simplification gives y of 0.9, that is y9 value is 3.8. And finally, we are finding y10. Why we are finding this much values means they are given the interval 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. So therefore, we need to find out up to 1. So that's why we are moving this much of steps. Okay, y10 is equal to y9 plus h into f of x9 comma y9. So now y9 value is 3.8 plus h value is 0.1. F of x9 is 0.9 comma 3.8 is y9 value. Uh, from f of x comma y, I will get this particular one after replacing x is equal to 0.9 and y is equal to 3.8. This simplification gives y10, which means 10th iteration, 4. This is what y1 value, because y10 is nothing but x10 is nothing but 1. So therefore, y of 1 is equal to 4. This is our final value. Why we are doing this much of iterations? They are given the interval is 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, x starting with 0 and end with 1. This much of calculation we must do in this particular problem. Thank you everyone.